couldn't do it. And I said, oh. And he goes, I don't know how you can do it. I said, well, it's because all my pants are big girl pants. But, you know, I was married for about 468 years. That's prison years. Like, my sentences ran concurrently. And my husband, we didn't get on great at the end. He called me a fantasist. I ripped his fucking wings off. And I think one of the problems in my marriage was he didn't understand about money. Like, he doesn't know where it comes from. He couldn't hold down a job. I've never met anybody get fired as much as that man. He didn't know about money, but it's not his fault, in his defense. Because early in our relationship, I have asthma. I was a bit breathless one day. I went through my handbag to find my inhaler. I got it out the bottom of my bag, stuck it in my mouth, took a big breath, as you do, right? What I had not noticed is had a 5-penny piece in the mouthpiece, which I inhaled, blocked my airway, nearly killed myself with life-saving medication. How ironic is that? And my husband, he witnessed this incident. It took him a minute to work it out, and then he hit me on the back, and money came out of my mouth. And I think that was a seminal moment in his life. I think he thought that all you have to do is hit a woman, and money comes out. So we're not together anymore. And I have been online dating. I have to say, that was an education. I was not expecting that experience. Like, plenty of fish. People say this to you, don't they? Plenty of fish. Don't worry, darlings, plenty of fish. Have you seen those fish? Anybody know what a barracuda looks like? I don't want to date one. I just don't. I'm sorry. And the sharks. Yeah, those guys are dangerous. Anyway, I tried a number of platforms. I tried Hinge, eHarmony, Tinder. Don't do that one. Yeah, there was Match. Bumble, supposed to be very civilized. It's not. Airbnb. To be fair, the host was surprised. But I think he liked the review. And, yeah. Yeah, it has been an experience. It got depressing at one point. It got really depressing, actually. I took a bath with my toaster. And if things don't improve, I'm going to do it again. But next time I'm plugging it in. And I have to tell you, it doesn't look like things are going to improve. Because not only am I still single, I also can't have toast. So, you know, I've made some decisions about my life. I've decided that I'm going to start sorting my handbag out, because it looks like landfill in there. I put my hand in there the other day and something bit me. What I'm worried about is, you know, NASA spends billions on space travel, right? They will send somebody to another planet, but none of them are brave enough to check out my handbag. Just saying, guys. I mean, there are civilizations falling in there, right? But my handbag is nothing compared to one of my friends. That woman's bag, you can smell it from the next state. So she had to go to a lady doctor. Now, guys, I get it, right? You don't want to hear this stuff. But I'm a female comic, so I have to talk about vaginas. I don't make the rules. So she had to go to the lady doctor, and she made an appointment as one does, and everything was all very civilized. And when she got to the waiting room, she realized she had to pee. Okay. Now, ladies, we all recognize this crisis, don't we? So she went off to pee, and when she got to the end of the kind of tinkly part of the business, she realized there was no tissue. Now, ladies, you will commiserate with me this moment of terror in my friend's life, because she heard her name being called. And she was like, oh my God. So she scrabbled through her landmine handbag, and she got to the bottom of it. She found a crumpled tissue underneath a half-eaten Oreo. So she tidied herself up as best she could and toddled through to her appointment. And, you know, this is a health thing, right? Dignity doesn't become part of it. So she had to go in there, she had to lie on the table, she had to assume the position, she had to look at the weird poster they was having seen in. And she was there, the doctor was sort of setting up base camp at the end of the table. things, you know, as they do.
Oh God, that's depressing.
Right? And
Sorry.
yeah, guys, you all look really uncomfortable, okay? And I have to say, you just have to indulge us because nobody threatens you with a large freezing cold speculum. Just saying. Right? So this is our time. Okay? So she's lying there, legs akimbo, and the doctor is setting up his little base camp over there, and he sort of approached for the business of the transaction, and she said he then developed an expression on his face that she could only describe as confused. Now, when you're at a gynecologist's office, the main expression you don't want your gynecologist to adopt is disgust. Right? But that is swiftly followed by confusion. Because we're hoping we can trust this guy. But he looked confused, and she's lying there going, oh no, is my VJJ deformed? Is there something wrong with me? Something we all worry from time to time, girls, don't we? Because unlike boys, we don't really get to see it unless we use implements, like a makeup mirror. And there's gymnastics. We don't get to see it, okay? So she's lying there, he's looking confused, and he reached for a pair of forceps, and she's like, oh. And she's lying there, she's like, what, this is new. This has not happened to me before. And he kind of reached and removed something from her nethers and held it up like this as a postage stamp. And he said, I think this is yours. And I know that you will share with me your outrage that she wasted a postage stamp because those things are not cheap anymore. Right? And I had a friend who said to me the other day, do you know what a postage stamp costs? I'm like, I actually really don't. And she's like, it's disgusting. Practically better to take it there yourself. And I was like, really? Really? Because I have to say, if there's something in life in today's Tory Britain that represents value for money, it's a fucking postage stamp. Right? And she said, you might as well take it yourself. I said, awesome, because I have a letter that has to go to London, and I'd quite like you to take it. She says, I don't go to London anymore. Someone gets stabbed in London every 52 seconds. I was like, wow, poor guy. Why doesn't he leave? So, with that in mind, and with the thoughts of little postage stamps carrying our post all over the country, I bid you good night.
Ten Jack Daniels, I'm about to say this name. Eva de Costa Maya, people! Vagina stamps. I can't wait to tell Matthew. We're going to tell our mother that tomorrow.
Mommy can't wait!